That's the crazy one, right? Okay, so this is going to be of a single site. So you got metastatic. Remember the examples they gave us is renal cell, carcinoma of, let's say, the brain. Okay. Remember what we have to do in this case? Okay. So our goal here is to find out where does renal cell carcinoma usually start, right? Okay, so we're going to go in the index and look up carcinoma renal cell. Okay, so that's on page 49. Carcinoma renal cell in the first column. And what code do we get? Okay, so in this case we get one code, right? That's all. There's no even any subterms. So our code is C64. Okay. So now we got to go see what is C64. And it should be the kidney. Check it out. Make sure renal cell didn't move. Okay. Okay, so then what does that tell us? It's telling us that renal cell carcinoma usually starts in the kidney. But ours is in the brain. So what do we know?
Brain is secondary.
The brain is secondary, right? Secondary and primary. And which are we going to sequence first?
The brain.
The brain. Okay. Brain would go first. And kidney would be your secondary. And why is that?
Because they're talking about the cancer of the brain.
Yeah, they're talking about the brain. It doesn't talk about the kidney in here. Okay? I mean, even though this starts in the kidney, it's not saying that they're here for treatment of metastatic kidney, renal cell carcinoma, and brain. Okay? The only site that's listed is the brain. So that's where they're focusing their treatment. Does that make sense? Okay, so then our second thing that can happen, let's look at metastatic follicular adenocarcinoma. And let's say it's of the stomach. Okay, so what's our goal? Okay, we want to find out where does follicular adenocarcinoma usually start. Okay, so let's go look up adenocarcinoma. Follicular, there's no code by follicular, right? So what are we going to do now?
Unspecified.
We go to unspecified site, because remember the code by unspecified site, they're saying if you don't tell me anything else, then this is where it usually starts. Okay? So the code by unspecified site is C73. Okay. And where is C73? Thyroid, right? Okay, so if it starts, usually starts in the thyroid, but ours is of the stomach, then what? Thyroid is primary. Stomach is secondary. But the stomach goes first, right? And then the thyroid.
This is where I get lost.
Who?
Me.
Okay.
Little over here.
Okay. You're getting lost because you want to put the primary first?
Yes, I do.
Okay. The reason we don't put the primary first in this scenario is because it doesn't even mention the thyroid. So the person's being admitted for stomach issues. Okay? If we treated both, if you saw where they were doing the primary and secondary, they were treating the thyroid and the stomach, then yes, the primary would go first. Okay? So really, the decision is not made based on primary and secondary. It's really based on the focus of treatment. Okay? So you would probably have more information than this. You would probably, this might not be a good one to radiate, but you know, they might say we started chemo for the secondary carcinoma of the stomach. You know? So then you'd know that the treatment was focused at the stomach. But the reason you know it here is because thyroid's not even mentioned. The only site mentioned is the stomach. Okay, everybody got this one?
So basically.
No. No.
Give me 1 second. I am so sorry.
It's all right.
I was trying to write it down and then I got confused. So
All right.
let me come over there real quick and do a fast shot.
Okay.
I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's all right.
Oh my goodness, because I don't know how to do this.
It's fine.
Like my brother-in-law. Come on. Because she will have my ass if I don't do this
no,
right.
not that. That'd be bad. It's actually all in the book anyway.
Is it? Oh, okay. Then all right.
I mean, it's okay, but I just